You've probably seen on our earlier videos where I grout a floor in an installation at somebody's private house. We did that installation mainly on our hands and knees, but now I'm going to show you how to use a system where you can grout the floor by standing up. You've got the same basic pieces of equipment, the bucket trowel, the mixer here, little cordless drill, the grout in the bucket, and a measured quantity of water. Then this is the pedaler, which some of you have seen before. This one I've got here is actually used by our guys in the workshops, so it's looking a little bit worse for wear, but nevertheless it will do the job. And the good thing about showing you in this state is that it gives you an idea of how long these pieces of equipment last for your investment. So this is another piece of equipment. It's a rubber squeegee, and it's on the long staff, on the pole, the long staff. This eliminates you having to use the hand squeegee, and you can literally grout the floor while you're standing up. So this one's a first. You've not seen this before, you've seen it advertised, but I've actually got some of the product here to demonstrate for you now. It's the new Fuga Pave Flex CH. That's a cement hybrid. So I'm going to mix the grout now. I'm going to use the gauging trowel to start off, and then I'm going to finish off the mix to make sure it's thoroughly creamed up using the cordless drill. Nice clean bucket, don't forget. And I'm going to try and make this slightly wetter than I would using a normal hand squeegee. So I've got that nearly knocked up completely. I just want to finish it off using the little user drill.
Now, of course, all of our landscaping customers, they'll be familiar with this term. So basically, it's up to a cake batter consistency. Jim's shaking his head off camera.
There you go.
There you go.
Slightly wetter than I would normally mix it, but it will drop into the joints nicely.
Okay.
Okay, so I've mixed the grout. I'm now going to put it on the slabs. Don't be frightened of getting a big dollop on there, because you soon spread it around.
So this is a cement hybrid grout, isn't it, Jim?
It is, yeah.
That we're getting made for us under the Fuga Pave Flex CH brand. So the Fuga Pave brand. It's probably, in our judgment, about the best grout in the world. It's ideal for use in landscape environments. It's UV stable. It won't drop. It's got flexibility in it, so if there's any movement with the tiles being fried or frozen as the weathers progress over the seasons, it'll hold its position. It passes the drop water test, so in essence it's impervious to water. You can actually use it in heavily trafficked areas as well, so it's a very strong grout too. That's designed to enhance and basically show the porcelain tiles at their very best. So the tiles that Jim's actually putting the grout onto are fairly textured. They'll probably be an R11 rating from an anti-slip point of view. So you can see that it actually grabs onto the grout pretty well. So it's going to be interesting to see how it then washes off after a spell. Jim, how long do you reckon that you would leave this before you started washing it off?
I think you could do, with this system, 30 metres comfortably.
30 metres and then start washing?
Start to wash off, yeah.
So two wash-offs, a rough wash-off and then a finished wash-off, is that right?
That's it. So you emulsify the grouts on the surface, and then you go over it with the second wash. So we'll leave that to set up a little while now. We're going to have a cup of tea, and then we'll come back.
Good idea.
And wash it off.
Excellent. So watch this space, guys.
Okay.
Yep, start with the thin one.
You have?
Yeah. This is Jim using the pedalo system, which is getting increasing traction in the landscape market.
Okay, so the principle is you wash it diagonally, not down the joints. Okay? So you emulsify it first. In there.
So that was what, about an hour or so we went to have a cup of tea and then catch up with emails and things, Jim, wasn't it?
About an hour, yeah.
Yeah. So this is an hour later in the video. So the temperature is about 20 degrees.
Yep.
It's a nice warm day.
I'll turn this round so you pump it in there to get the stuff.
Look at that.
These are safe.
These are safe. So this was what you call your first wash, Jim, yeah?
Yeah, this is just to emulsify the grout that's dried on the surface.
These tiles are probably about the worst tiles you could think about washing grout off of. They've got a texture like sandpaper. So you can imagine how it's going to grab onto a grout as a generality.
Okay, so I've emulsified that now, yeah?
Yep.
So,
At what point would you change the water for clean water then?
well, if you've done 20 metres, then you change the water for your wash.
Yep.
But because I've only done a couple of metres there, this water should be okay.
Look at that. Bloody hell. So again, on your sort of second wash, which this is, you're pulling it diagonally across the tiles.
Diagonally across. And you don't need a lot of weight.
No.
You need to let the sponge do the work.
Yeah.
Because it's got these cuts in it.
Right, okay.
And it's designed, got the cuts there, see?
Yep.
It's designed to
Hold
use
it.
to hold it and do it in a wide way.
And of course we've got to keep in mind that this grout is still pretty wet. Yeah?
Yeah,
I mean it hasn't had a chance to dry or anything like that, or harden.
I mean, this is a small area.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of fiddle.
Yeah, yeah,
If
of course.
it was a big area, I could just do one big long swipe with it.
Yeah.
But I just hope the guys get the feel for it, really. I think that proves it.
I think you're doing all right, Jim. I think you've done this before. And this is with our new Fuga Pave Flex CH grout. Absolutely market leading, superb quality product. We will be doing videos in the future on actual installations. With just all that we've got at the moment is the sample products that we've been testing. But we will be getting the bulk products. We finished all the testing basically now, and we'll be getting the full bulk of the products. So we've got a few nice big landscape jobs lined up to enable us to show the Fuga Pave ABC system, which you've already seen some video of our hybrid cement and our slurry primer. And this is the Flex CH grout, absolutely superb product. The beauty of this system is these sponges just basically, if Jim holds it up to us, in effect the consumable bit is the sponge with a wooden backing to it, and that screws onto that metal plate, so it holds it lovely and rigid in place, so that enables you to get nice flat grout joints. We're almost there, and then once Jim's finished just doing that little extra bit, I'll give you some tight close-ups so you can just see the quality of the grout joint itself. So how long would you say, I suppose it's weather dependent, Jim, but how long would you say it would be before the client themselves can start working on this? Okay, so I think to be safe, just say to them next day.
Yeah. I know that this grout is, it's got an hour hot life.
An hour pot life, yep.
So it starts to set up on its own within the hour. But also when you activate it with more water, it sends it off a little bit quicker.
Oh, okay, interesting.
It's like all adhesives and grouts. If you add more water, it sets the action off quicker.
Right.